Luka Doncic is undoubtedly one of the most exciting players in the NBA today. At just 22 years old, he has already accomplished so much, including being named Rookie of the Year, earning 2 All-Star selections, and leading the Dallas Mavericks to the playoffs twice in his first 2 seasons. But what next for Luka? Is he living up to the hype, or are there concerns about his game that we should be aware of? In this video, we're going to take a closer look at Luka Doncic and try and answer some of these questions, so buckle up and get ready to dive into the world of one of the most promising talents in basketball history. As the Lakers pulled off a 27-point comeback in Dallas, Luka is getting everyone around him extremely angry. Consider behaviors like screaming at the referees throughout the whole game or entirely ignoring his guy on defense. He criticizes throughout plays rather than paying attention, even when his player makes a bucket. He is pinned to the official. The face of Mark Cuban speaks volumes. Jason Kidd called him out when he reminded him of the Lakers' 30-point comeback from 21 years before. He was only somewhat sidetracked by the whistle and ignored that play. Can't let the whistle divert our attention. If we want to take home a title, we have to mature. No youthful squad has ever won a championship, either physically or emotionally. It is a blatant criticism of Luka, implying that by becoming sidetracked by the whistle, he lacks maturity. We need to mature. Every single other starter is older than 30. Luka is 24 years old. Who do you suppose he's referencing? It's humorous when he says, "I'm weary as hell," then drops the number 60. Beer for soreness when they lose. No, not so much. For whatever reason, Luka is no longer able to maintain his season-long fitness. When you compare him to his rookie highlights, he seems to have changed. In the bubble, it's the same. He reportedly used to be able to consume junk food, alcoholic beverage, and hookah. Now, Luka dances. He is thin as the season begins, but throughout the year, he gradually loses weight. In all honesty, Luka's size is relevant if he can still dominate. Nonetheless, he is leaving a lot on the table. For instance, Luka blocks out Jared Vanderbilt to grab the board during the Lakers' last defeat. Sure, but Vando just out-hustles him, so he doesn't receive it. On defense, when he doesn't have the ball on attack, he exerts the same little effort. Think about how much more effective Luka might be if he put attention and exercise seriously. This is what happened to Nikola Jokic. After all, he ultimately started exercising, treated it seriously, and went on to win back-to-back MVP awards. Don't claim that Luka is exhausted from having to do too much either. Now that Kyrie is in charge of a unit, he's playing fewer minutes. This focuses on Luka before and after his 3-spat in Los Angeles. Shaq was unmotivated and out of shape, which drove Kobe crazy. Look at Shaq when he played for the Orlando Magic. Before Giannis, he was Giannis. Afterwards, see what he developed into. He has so much natural skill that he could go out and party all summer long without having to compete with others in the gym. Shaq's heyday was cut short as a result, and the same will happen to Luka. But what's this? He doesn't give a damn. He already acknowledged that he doesn't watch NBA games. If he watches anything, it's the EuroLeague. Yet, unlike LeBron, he does not intend to have a lengthy career. It thus comes as no surprise that he smoked cigarettes while watching the World Cup last summer. Cigars are just another example. For example, I could see Steph or LeBron celebrating by smoking a cigar, yet for some reason, smoking is on a whole other level. But I don't want it to seem like their main issue is Luka. Naturally, he isn't. He is the reason they even compete. Their main issue is a lack of interior defense, which the front management won't fix, along with poor rebounding and subpar coaching. But we must acknowledge that this is just a small aspect of creating your team around Luka. This will eventually become outdated. Luka gets a lot of flack for not starting the year in condition. That is startling. We'll look back on this in a few years and say, oh yes, that's Luka, whatever. Even when he receives millions of dollars in compensation, you can still call it BS, since the man is genuinely fulfilling his obligations. In the postseason, he is fantastic. He just doesn't exercise the discipline and fitness required by his contract, yet in reality, he won't alter. This is just the way Luka is. I don't care if a reputable vet joins him at the table. As I've heard so often, not Dirk, not Dragic, not Jokic. The career Luka will include this. It is a fact that the Mavericks must accept, but the coach is something they can alter. Jason Kidd made a strange remark. He reminded me of the older Jason Kidd, a major warning sign. People don't speak about the unpleasant things he did when coaching the Bucks, but we all remember when he was coaching the Nets and instructed one of his players to hit him so that he would spill water and delay the game. They lost the game, and he was furious. "Why should we get the following 2 days off for Christmas?" the child questioned. "We practice tomorrow at 9 a.m, he replied, when he didn't like the response. "Wait, we all have planes to go to visit our family," the players said. "I don't care, practice," he said. The morning after was dismal. Larry Sanders was attacked by a little boy who called him a piece of bad athlete. The group ran endlessly, much as a college team would. A player once failed to have an iPhone, which caused their blue bubble group chat to malfunction. The kid reprimanded them by having the squad run again, since he saw that they were not acting as a cohesive unit. It is very broken. The kid, however, said that during the previous few years he has transformed. Yet, he had questioned why he didn't call a timeout while his team was blowing a big lead against the Lakers the other night. Jesus stated, "I'm not this place's savior, I'm not having fun. Same to you folks, I'm watching. We must develop as a team, we need to mature." What? Not the coach, are you? In essence, he's arguing. The effect I have on this game is the same as what you people have at home. I'm only observing. We're similar. Really? Nothing concerning that loss is my fault? Really? Like us? You're watching? You're the coach, not me. He used to play similar psychological tricks on the Bucks or the Nets. Imagine hearing the coach deny any culpability for what just transpired when you are one of the players. But do you know who is subtly observing all of this chaos? Irvin Kyrie. As it would be disastrous if he left, he may become a free agent at the end of the year. The Mavs might be left with nothing after trading for Kai, their greatest defender in Dorian Finney-Smith, and their second-best playmaker in Spencer Dinwiddie. That may be terrible, and without those fantastic nicknames for Dallas like Third Eye Blind, World Be Flat, or Fatty and Flatty, we wouldn't have any at all. The joke is on you. Never say that again. I got it from Reddit. Okay, it's cruel. When they acquired D'Lo, Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley before the trade deadline, I never said that LeBron was pursuing Kyrie Irving. But it's not over yet. It seems like LeBron is still recruiting. In addition to the Lakers having more than $30 million in contract room to sign Kyrie, Wizard, also known as Young Gun Kyrie Irving, is my choice. Do you hear what LeBron said after the game? James selected Kai as his second choice in the All-Star draft. The best case scenario, however, is if LA signs Kyrie and trades Anthony Davis to the Mavericks in exchange for Kyrie, and it turns out that LeBron only spent a maximum of 4 years playing with his best teammates. It will be an unprecedented 5th season with LeBron if AD stays with the Laker team through the offseason. So, how likely is an AD for Kyrie trade? I made a whole video about why it could happen. We hope you enjoy this deep dive into the rising superstar's journey and future prospects in the NBA. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think Luka's future holds? Will he become an NBA champion? Leave your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis and breakdowns of your favorite basketball players and teams. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.